Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Raider Nation. Yeah. It's week 3 is down. 14 more to go. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is one of those last year. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back. I'm growing. Last year, week like this, yeah, no show. No show. Can't. Nope. Not gonna be able to do it. I'm growing. Let's talk about it though, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right into the very thick of it. I actually did something that I didn't do for the first time going to the stadium, which is not going over the bridge. And no, I don't believe in superstitions or anything like that because I've walked over the bridge just as many times as we've lost. We all know that since the bridge has even been available for this stadium and we've been able to go. So, yeah, I didn't do that this time. Shout out to my guy, Dwight, hometown guy. Oh, my bad. Yeah, hometown guy. He's pretty much born and raised Oakland kid. Is one of the OGs, right? Been around football forever. Anyways, long story short, roll with him like I always typically do. Um, yeah, always typically roll with him. We park somewhere different this time, so we get pretty quick, to the stadium. But it was a lot going on, right? It was a whole lot going on. I mean, a lot of stuff changed. First off, I don't know if it was because it was a late game, 5 o'clock game, if it was because it was the Steelers. I'm not sure what it was about, but they didn't allow us to get in, until 2 hours. And usually I'm pretty sure it's 3 hours. But long story short, it was crazy trying to get in initially. I mean, lines just out of control. Finally got in about an hour through, 40, 45 minutes. There was a lot of disappointing moments straight up from, the jump when it comes to, the stadium and how it was run. It was a lot of people. I mean, that's one thing. It was a lot of people. It's probably the most I've seen. Again, I haven't missed a game at this stadium. It's definitely probably the most that I've ever seen. It was super crowded. Them Crump Boys was in there. Brought my two little rug rats with me. We had a good time. You know, first time not in club. Yep, that was interesting. Still the same experience. Still same lower level, just in the corner on the visitor side, and it showed. I hate to say it. Yeah, that visitor side showed. It 100% showed because I mean, we were sitting around and surrounded by nothing but Steeler fans. I mean, don't get me wrong. The crowd was very different. The crowd was, I like to say it sounded 50-50. That's the one thing I'm always curious about when when you actually are watching it from home or, clearly at the stadium and how you can hear. It's just crazy. So, I mean, it was loud for us and for them, but what I didn't like is the fact that they just had more moments throughout the game. Way more moments, way louder for them as opposed to, us. So, hopping on 1 second, hollering that. Y'all know stop Raider hating. But yeah, it was just way too many moments for the Steelers. I mean, we got completely out coached. We got outplayed. We got, I mean, there's just a lot to talk about, man. There's a lot to talk about with this right here. We sad. We should have a reason to be sad. I'm not waiting like I did, especially not waiting 9 years to start showing my frustrations and playing my hand a little bit more. I'm clearly always going to support the Raiders. We all know that. That's my thing. Shout out to my guy Ray was cracking. Appreciate you, boss. Yeah, it's just killing me, man. It's just killing me. Um, I I don't understand what this front office is doing. Mainly one person right now, and it's the head coach because that's where it starts, right? I can start from the top. I mean, that is true. It works that way, but we got to give some grace, in my opinion. I'm not going to talk too long about this, but we got to give some grace. We got to understand that Mark is learning on the job. I don't want anybody else or any other family to run this team. There's only a few ways that you can get me to actually contemplate. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if they just bow out because they get it, and I understand there are people that want them to bow out that are Raider fans. I get it, I understand, but I mean, as long as that name lives, it's the man that created it. Um, I believed in his message, right? I mean, I've talked about this through and throughout about Al Davis's history on the things he's done for the NFL in so many ways. Yeah, and why he's hated, right? In so many ways, particularly why we keep still getting penalized. That's a whole nother conversation. Yeah, I just don't understand what this coach is doing. I don't know anything else to say. That's just the part that I don't comprehend. I don't get what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. I I have no idea at all. What what he's out there doing. I really don't. Yeah, I really don't get it. Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, Steve. That right there was by far the most buffoonish. I don't understand. I am so still steaming, Willie beaming over this one. Man, you have no idea how irate I was. I mean, thank God I had my kids with me. I'm just letting y'all know. Shout out to Trey and T.Y. I'm telling you, boy, they saved their dad because I'm telling you right now, I didn't understand that. That was the icing on the cake for me. I mean, just everything that's going on. Again, I'm gonna just start from the top. The bottom line is Mark don't know what he's doing. He's hired some good things, right? He's hired some good people. He's hired some good people that have gotten some good people. But there's just the bad that outweigh the good. You know what I'm saying? It's just the bad that outweigh the good. Uh like I said, I'm done with trying to mask this relationship. I definitely never wanted this guy. And it is what it is, but I did try to support initially. I mean, I supported all through preseason. I supported all through last year. I supported when he got here, but I'm done with McDaniels. I don't think there's anybody in the league that thinks this guy is worth a head coach position. I mean, I just got finished talking about he wants to be Devontae Adams You know what I mean? It's like he wants to be him so bad, and he's still got these. I'm sure he's still dealing with finding his own personality, his own situation when it comes to that locker room and so forth. But the bottom line is you haven't amounted to anything since you're divorced with Tom Brady, right? Whether it was forced, right, whatever, right? Ever since you've left, you know, I mean, where are you making? Where are you worth your money? I'm just not seeing it anywhere you've been since, other than, right, being the offensive coordinator, and even at that point, even being the offensive coordinator, let's keep it 100. What have we seen you win, right? And I mean, obviously, we're talking about outside of, you know, Bill's, reign, not yours, Bill Belichick. That's how I see it. So, and I'm not trying to bash the guy. I just don't think he's a head coach. I mean, look, man, I fabulous offensive coordinator, right? I mean, yeah, I'll give you that. It's to be seen if you can win without Brady, though. I mean, we're seeing for what 2 3 years in a row or 2 years in a row now. Devontae can pretty much do it with anybody. You know, that was the chip on his shoulder, and that's been a lot of his motivation. Everyone wants to say he's nothing without Favre. He can't do it right. I mean, hey, it is what it is. I mean, yeah, McKenzie. I agree, Steve. Yep, he should have definitely kept McKenzie. And yeah, I don't even know. I actually think Norv Turner is he's got a more proven better offense, right? I think Norv got some Super Bowls, I believe. Um, I'm pretty sure he does. So it is what it is. I just don't think this man is cut out to be a head coach. Ziegler, I said start from the top. See, again, it's easy to start from the top, and Mark doesn't know what he's doing. So it's real quick to end right there. We all know he doesn't know what he's doing. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need to know. So yeah, you move to the next level. The next level is the GM. The GM is showing, some bright spots. Look, we got some rookies playing early. Jacorian Bennett's getting thrown in there pretty quick, pretty early, being on an island. Come on, Diggs. He's been playing some pretty good wide receivers. I'm sure he probably had Pickens. I'm sure he had, you know what I'm saying? He's been having to deal with some dudes for the last 3 weeks. Obviously Sutton from the Donkeys. I'm telling you, man, that's a lot to deal with. You know what I mean? So I just don't, man. I just don't get what's going on though. I just don't understand. The offense is completely stale. Completely stale. Again, I mean, the GM, we went defense. I'm sorry. I'm not holding no punches today on this. I know it's early, but I'm talking truth. We should have went with Jalen Carter, man. Again, I was trying to support, bro. I was trying to support. Yeah. And Ziegler's the one I actually like out of the two. Like I said, I've already said I don't like McDaniels for a number of reasons that, right? Whether you heard it through the mill a million times and he doesn't look good or not, because he just doesn't look good on the decisions that he makes. It is what it is again, man. And I'm talking purely from a football perspective. I'm not talking about this man in any way, shape, or form as in if it's him personally. That's not how I roll. There's no reason to be in that way, shape, or form from that respect. But yeah, I'm just telling you. I just don't understand what's going on with some of the picks, right? Clearly, Um, Clearly, right now, I'm not happy with Tyree. I'm. It doesn't make sense. And yes, Steve, you're right. That's why I already stated in another channel. Listen to what I'm telling you. If this man puts in Hoyer because Garoppolo can't play, he should be fired immediately mid game. Like we're gonna let him play him the first half, right? We're gonna let him play Hoyer the first half, and in mid game we're gonna walk him out of the stadium, and he'll be the first person that'll never ever be able to say once a Raider, always a Raider. He'll be gone forever if he allows Hoyer to play over AOC. So I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Steve. But yeah, I just don't see it. I don't see it. So look, I got a lot that I want to talk about. We got my guy Leo coming up in the building. Chidoliness. I don't even know how to pronounce that, bro. You're gonna have to learn how to pronounce that and let me know. Everybody, welcome my guys.
What's up, my boy? How you doing?
Oh, you on mute, boss.
Oh, my bad. Hold on, let me take it off.
Yeah, you on mute.
Okay, there you go. Hey, what's up, dude?
Can't hear you.
You can't? How about now? Really? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's your mic's not muted, but I can't hear you. You
That's
might
crazy.
need to log off, log back in, give it a shot.
Let me try. Okay.
Yeah, you should be able to talk. You can't. Can you hear me? You having problems?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can hear me? See, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep on rolling. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna keep on rolling real quick. I'm gonna let my man try to get that situated. But yeah, we definitely gonna talk about it because I don't think McDaniels is that dumb. I say McDummy and all. I'm just teasing. But I don't think he's that crazy to actually put Hoyer out there. He's got to know that, man. Every time that happened, we booed the life out of that. Again, I have been very fortunate here to sit right up front. I'm hearing with all these crazy fans, these guys. It's nuts to hear how wild that it is.
Can you
Let's
hear me
see.
now? You still can't hear me?
Dang.
That's crazy.
Can't hear you. No.
I don't know why.
Yeah, but
All right.
it's,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Can you hear me? No?
Oh.
That's crazy. My bad.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, my man.
Me
I don't
either.
have anything
Okay.
that says you're muted either. So.
Okay. How about? Oh, see, he can hear me, but you
Oh, you
can't
can
hear
hear
me.
Leo,
Yeah, that's crazy.
or you can hear me, Steve. That's okay, Steve. Yeah,
That's wild.
that's Steve saying that.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
yeah, I don't know what's going on, Leo. I don't know what's going on, Chidoli. So yeah,
That's crazy.
I know you can hear me. But yeah, we cannot hear you.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, the mic is
yeah,
on.
if just keep on trying, and if you come
Okay.
in, you come in, man. We'll hear you. We'll talk. You can hear both of us. Wow, that's
Well,
strange.
see, that's wild. I can hear you. He can hear me. You just can't hear me.
So it's me.
Yeah.
Hold on. Now I can hear you.
See? See?
Say that again.
Oh, boy.
I'm tripping. Okay, so it was me the whole time.
There you
Okay,
go.
it's the new board. Okay, my bad. Yeah, so welcome to the show, boss. Yeah,
Oh, thank you,
appreciate
brother.
you joining, man. Uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I was just right in the middle of talking about how it starts from the top down, man. I'm just going to go through my soapbox real quick here, just to say, like I say, starting with the top. Mark doesn't know what he's doing, right? So it's easy to jump from there. Right.
Yeah.
Next, the GM for the people that he's bringing in. There's some problems. Like I said, I wanted Jalen Carter. I think it's obvious that
Oh
Carter would
man,
have been a better fit, right? But we
yeah,
got Kyrie, so you don't come out of this unscathed, Ziegler. And I love you. I got a ball signed by you. I got pictures by you. I love Ziegler. You
yeah.
know, it's ridiculous, man. I just don't understand. Some of those picks. I mean, Jacorian Bennett is learning the hard way, but these things are to be expected. See, I can understand Jacorian Bennett. That's a whole.
That
He's
that
been
makes
dealing
sense.
with dudes. Yeah, he's been dealing with some dudes.
Yeah,
But
Tyree.
Tyree,
Yeah, that one's way underwhelming. Way underwhelming.
I
Yeah,
I don't understand, bro. I'm so upset.
yeah.
I'm so upset. Shout out, Protect the Shield.
What
Welcome.
up, Chris? We just got off our other show.
Yep, exactly. You know how we do. We run from one to the next, supporting everybody,
Yeah.
getting it in, man. Let's talking about this game, man. So yeah, I mean, it starts from there, and then man, bottom line is McDummy, bro. I'm done. I'm
You done
done.
with him? You're
I'm
on the train?
done, bro. I'm
Yeah.
done. I'm done. I can't keep doing this. You know what I'm saying? Insanity, which is, the same thing and thinking that you're going to get a different result. The guy is not a head coach. He's not a head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done. I mean, demote him. Put him to
Offensive coordinator.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll
Yeah,
get him back on the right track. And you're paying him, so he'll be the most
yeah.
expensive offensive coordinator that's ever walked planet Earth.
But would that even work? Isn't he technically the offensive coordinator, even though Lombardi's on there? But he's the one doing all the play calling, right?
Man, I don't know. See, they don't tell you this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
I, they don't tell you this stuff, man. They really don't, bro. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know who's calling these plays because I'm done. Again, I'm done. I'm kind of done with the whole coaching staff. And this is pretty big coming from me because Patrick Graham comes from the hometown of where my daughter was born, the Dirty
Yeah.
Water, Waterbury, Connecticut. I lived there for quite some years. Shout out to the Dirty Water. That's one of my most beloved places, man. I went straight out of college. Me and wifey got out there. Let me tell you, great time. But yeah, man, I
I don't
don't
know,
understand none of
Graham.
these guys,
The
man. I
defense
don't
to me
understand
didn't
none
do
of
that
these.
as bad on Sunday. I don't think you could put that on the
I
defense.
agree.
That was
I agree.
all. Yeah.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. My bad. I didn't want to cut you off, but I'm just saying I agree with you on that whole point of it's not all on the D because the D actually played well. So
But
yeah, please
actually,
go
if you
ahead.
think about it, once we were 7-7, and we were both there, even though I didn't get to see you, we held them to 3 straight field goals, and
Yep.
there was nothing from the offense. Like, what do you expect? And my whole frustration was the lack of tempo, the lack of I guess creativity from the play calling, given what you were seeing from Pittsburgh. It was clear what Pittsburgh was out there to do. They were going to give Garoppolo a hard time, get people on his face, and it was up to us to adjust to that. The defense did what they had to, and it wasn't until the second half when the offense finally started moving the ball. But even when they did it so slow. There was no tempo, no hurry behind it, where you could just see the clock running down. We were going to run out of time. And then you get to the end, like, bro, what are you thinking? Like,
Right.
you were at the stadium, and I tell people this. I was at the game. We had
Right.
the momentum that 4th and 4. The Steeler freaking whatever they want to call themselves, they were quiet. They were worried.
It made no sense. It made no sense, man.
Yeah.
I can't ever live that one down. Like that's where I was done. I'm like, no, if this is what you're gonna do in the home opener,
Right.
we got Lil Wayne at halftime. I mean, it's popping as always in the stadium. I tell people all the time, the stadium, like the football game, really truly is kind of like just part of the event.
Like
In
second
my
step
opinion,
behind it.
it's second to me. Man, all the stars you gonna see all the star-studded folks is walking in and out of that building, all throughout everywhere. It's amazing, man. It's a great time, man. So that's why I always enjoy, it, even when we lose. I mean, We're gonna have these years, right?
Yeah. That's
That's
true.
just the
That's
harsh
true.
reality. I mean, the
Mhm.
truth is, we even with those guys playing well, even if we was 3-1, we still know deep down we don't have the pieces. We know
Oh
it.
no, you can see it in the way we play and the performing. Yeah, like it's wishful, hopeful thinking as Raider fans, that we would be 3-1 at this point. A lot
Right.
of the experts had us what our first one wouldn't be to Chicago, and that's ways between now. This wasn't an easy schedule, but it's like
Nope.
I tell people, I just want to see us compete. At this point, if we're competing, I'm cool with that. But if we get games like Buffalo the whole season, like, oh, come on now. But that's
Yeah.
when changes really need to be made because there's pieces missing. We know that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our interior defensive line, man. I mean, and you know what? I don't know if somebody was putting this up because it was a joke or not, but for
Mm-hmm.
something statistically good, we were first on offensive line somewhere. I don't
Oh,
know
for
what
the
it had
first
to
2
do with.
weeks.
Is that what it was? Okay, yeah. I don't know what
Yeah.
that was. I don't see
Mm-hmm.
how we first in anything offensively or defensively. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're the worst,
Right.
but I
Right. Right.
wasn't looking at anything at us being first. And
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I just didn't see it all.
That
I
was the
mean,
whole pro football focus ranking as number one on pass blocking,
right.
because Jimmy hadn't got sacked yet. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep, yep. No, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot to talk about, man. JJ.
Ooh.
Everybody's talking about what's going on with this running game and the offensive line. I don't know, man. I put this on the
Uh-huh.
running back.
You put it on JJ.
I put this on JJ 100%.
Oh wow.
Worried about the dough. Every and
Mm-hmm.
anybody knows what happens when you miss training camp. I was a running back. There's no way you miss training camp and then come in and think you're going to do anything. I mean,
Right.
he himself has already admitted that he still doesn't have his legs right. I believe he's a home run hitter. He showed he's a home run hitter. He hit a home run in Seattle in the playoffs.
Seattle.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
in overtime, right? Like
Right.
he can do it. So, but that's when he's in football shape. You can't get in NFL football shape during the season. Have you lost your mind? Anybody, you know what I mean? Anybody that thinks you have the ability to do, he won't be right till week 4, week 5, and that's if he can stay healthy.
Damn. So he won't even be ready until what, next week? You're saying week 4, week 5? That's when he'll finally get in football shape. Because you saw glimpses of it a little bit. I mean, not
Well,
not there, but you
he's
saw
even
glimpses.
admitted it, and he's
Mhm.
even admitted it. And the thing
Yeah.
is, see, everybody wants to say the running back, the running. Well, the offensive line needs time to gel with the running back too. People learn how to block for people based on having them in practice.
Right.
It's just the
Right.
way it works. They need that just like the running backs need. They need to know how people block, right? They know how some guys get stoned, right? So they know not to run in hot. It's just there's a lot. There's a lot.
We broke down film a little bit. I don't know if you saw, but we broke down
I
like the
was
first
watching.
quarter. And there were a
Absolutely.
couple instances where the O line the block didn't get there on time. The timing, how you said the timing looked off. Yeah.
It's way off.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the fault, in my opinion, of the running back, because the bottom line is everybody runs differently, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And that, it kind of goes back to where I don't remember which game it was, but when Zeus finally did get in, he actually kind of looked like something for a couple of plays, a hot
The
second.
the
He
Buffalo
really
game.
has. Yeah, he was looking good. And I'm like, now that's the Zeus we thought we had.
And then he fumbled.
But
Yeah, I remember. Mm-hmm.
right. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I blame this whole running game though, and this whole JJ holdout thing on JJ. Like, real talk. Bottom line is, we all understand you in it for the money, or are you in it for the legend.
Mm.
And it's a big difference to be in it for the money or to be the legend, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And the fact that he was getting 10 million without a fight, It's foolish not to take that, come to training camp, and focus on your career. The money will come. See, that's the thing, man. I mean,
The money will be there for them, right?
I'm trying to figure out a way to do that for myself in my life where it's like I find that thing. No, real talk. That thing that, don't even, he has all the tools. Focus on that. The money will come, bro.
Right. You know what's crazy when I see the run game and I see is using a lot more of the 2 tight end formation this year. 2 new tight ends at that, a rookie and someone new to the organization. And I was telling myself, like, where's Jacob Johnson? He used to blow that hole up for JJ. Like, where's Jacob Johnson at? Yeah.
Why do we have him on the roster? Like, I've seen him like 3-4 snaps?
Yeah, and I'm questioning why are we doing that? Like,
why are we wasting the roster? Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. Is that what's different with this year's run game? We're not using the fullback. We're using 2 tight ends, and they still haven't got it. We're still waiting for the tight ends to get it or get in sync with JJ.
Well, the other thing too is, that's the other thing. So see, I'm glad you brought it up. I wish I actually had the footage, but one of the plays that was shown was the fact that Mayer's coming across right as the tight end, and he missed the hole and went around, and JJ went in the hole, and got a yard or 2 as opposed to being able to get 4 to 5 or potentially bouncing it outside
to be able to break it
where his tight end went as a running back, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the kid still got some growing to do. I mean, you've already seen the footage of him getting bulldozed by
Yeah.
Trust me, he's still a little kid out there amongst these grown-ass men right now. It's not, and it's obvious. How you, right? I mean, that's why you're not seeing what you want to see from him. It's just not there. It's not there yet. So, I mean, I don't know, man. Again, that's another draft issue. We went up to get this kid. If he just pans out just to be an average tight end.
I mean, the pass blocking, he's got to learn that shit. I just don't know why we're using him more on the receiver part end, for his strengths. This is what you drafted. You didn't draft him to come block for Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? You didn't draft him to come block for Jacobs. You drafted him because of his potential, his skill with the ball, his yards after carry, and it's like,
I agree. I mean, I think exactly the same. There's no reason not to throw the ball around to pretty much any and everybody on the team. I mean, might as well talk about Hunter, right? I don't understand why Hunter isn't getting, any kind of run, any kind of looks, any kind of targets. It doesn't make any sense. The guy wasn't he a Pro Bowler?
He was a 1,000-yard receiving Pro Bowler wide receiver for us.
Yeah. I just don't get it. I don't understand how you don't make that a focus.
I always thought he would be like our Wes Walker or whatever type they used to have in New England, that little slot receiver that can get the ball, and he hasn't been used in that way at all. Well,
I don't get it. Yeah, I don't understand, man.
But I mean, that goes to is Jimmy reading all the reads, or is he focusing on
Is he right? That was a point someone brought up, right, about how Jimmy kind of might just do what's being told regardless of what he sees, right? That's the system. You do what you're told, you don't, right? You go through your progressions, but as you're told, if you will, and don't have any kind of creativity to your game as the QB, which sounds ridiculous to me.
That does sound ridiculous to me. I don't know how.
There's no way. You're gonna tell me that Brady didn't. There's no way. It doesn't
exactly. There's no way he didn't do that. Like,
zero sense. Yeah, we did absolutely nothing, Steve. You're absolutely right. No reverses, no play action, no motion, no. Dude, it was so disgusting, man. Oh my, bro, we had to sit through this nonsense. That offense was worse than just potato salad with nothing in it.
Yeah, it was. Other than that first touchdown drive, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't understand what was going on. I still don't understand what's going on this coaching staff. Not so much the front office. I get it. They tried to get home runners.
Mhm.
That's it. That's how I take our draft. We went for the home runners, not just the dudes going to pan out, make it maybe a decade, couple Pro Bowls if they lucky.
Right.
We went for the home runners, the gold jacket guys. Tyree fit the bill physically, right, and what he did in college, but it's not gonna work. I already see it. It's not gonna work.
I don't see it working, no matter how they're lining him up.
It's a bust. I'm
Yeah.
done. When you have your hand in the dirt and the other edge rusher is halfway to the quarterback because the
And you
ball
shoot
was
it down.
snapped, your head
Yeah.
ain't even up. Your head ain't even up. Your
Mhm.
head ain't even up. I'm done. There's no way. There's no way.
And
That's
then
how I view it.
it makes it worse when you see the dude we all wanted, Carter, go before after, and he's balling. He's up there with Aaron
Oh,
Donald, this year. Like, come on. Like, those are the things that, like, and we know we need interior defensive linemen. How do
yes.
they not?
And that's why it was so upsetting for me when we had the chance to fill that void, regardless of the
Uh-huh.
risk with Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
That was the absolute cornerstone of our defense that we needed.
We
That
needed
was
a
it.
defensive tackle. We did. Yeah. Hmm.
We needed that. We haven't had one since, like they said, who Kelly, Tommy Kelly. Remember him?
Kelly Seymour. Yeah.
Yeah, Seymour definitely ain't nobody since Seymour was a
Hmm.
monster. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? That's what I'm saying. We passed up on that, bro.
Yeah.
We passed up on that for some potential, and I'm sorry, I'm done with the potential. I'm,
Yeah.
I'm hoping this is one of my Jordan moments, if you will. Just to let everyone know, right? I'm a Bulls fan, and I absolutely hated Jordan because they drafted.
Oh, when they drafted him? Really?
They took they traded Sedale 3. And
Oh,
Sedale 3 was my favorite point guard.
oh wow.
Yeah, so I was hot like, who's this Jordan kid?
Right.
Because I never really watched college basketball like that. I mean, obviously you knew who he was, but I'm like, man, he a rookie. He ain't, he ain't doing nothing, man. Jordan, not right. So now,
True.
that's why I'm saying, hey, maybe I'm hating on, Tyree.
Too
You
soon. I
know,
hope so. I need him to do something. Like, you can't be the seventh round pick and be doing
nah,
this. We're going on the
nah. I'm
fourth game now. Like, come on. Yeah.
I'm done with that. I'm done with that. So, hey, as always, we got family jumping in. Stop Raider hating is in the building.
What up? What up?
What's cracking, homie? How you doing, fam? Can you hear us?
Yeah, yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, absolutely,
Loud
absolutely,
and clear.
perfect.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I'm
Y'all touching
glad
on some. Hey, hey, I appreciate y'all for keeping it 100, man, because
yeah.
it looked like another Raider season, man. You know what I'm
Ooh.
saying? And I'm glad to say this hat is from like 2013, bro. I told you I ain't buying no new gear until they come
Until
out until they come out repping doing what they got to do, bro. No
right,
new jerseys. I ain't buying
right.
no Raider socks, no nothing.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. Real talk. I'm not mad at that at all because
You know?
we gotta make a change that makes sense. And I don't know how they're gonna do it. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm like I say, I'm done with Josh Jacobs. I mean, not Josh Jacobs. I'm
I'll
done with
take it.
Josh McDaniels. Josh
Oh,
McDaniels.
okay.
I'm done with Josh McDaniels. But
Yeah.
cuz talk to us. Give us your take on the game. Give us your synopsis, if you will, real quick.
Man, and look, y'all hit the nail on the head, man. It's McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? You can't pick a loser, and so expect somebody with a losing record as an NFL coach, and somebody who, they were only great because of the organization that they were with, or they only got any notoriety. You know what I mean? He never established himself in this league. He's not a respectable guy as far as, having the ability to lead an organization and make those big calls and make those get those draft picks and stuff like that. And it's showing, man.
Yep. Yep.
And the one thing I'm starting to notice is that, man, the secret is out. You know, if you want the bag, there's a billionaire in Las Vegas with a hole in his pocket and his head up his ass. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
and it's evident to me. You know, excuse the language. I know we try to keep it as clean as
That's good.
possible. You know,
Nope. Not
but
good. Do your thing.
you know, it's the same old same, man. And Mark Davis, man, this dude is he's destroying his father's legacy, man. And honestly,
Yes.
that's what bothers me the most. You know what
It's
I
killing
mean?
me. It's killing me.
You know, Al Davis literally put it cost him his health. You know what I mean? The dude put his life, you know, into this league. You know what I mean? And into this team and to build this organization.
Yep.
And this dude is just, you know, he's destroying it, man. You know, and if it wasn't for loyal weirdos like us, they'd have nothing. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
if this were the Patriots, bro,
Uh,
there'd be 2 million Giants fans all over again, just like it was before 2001. You know what I'm saying?
you're absolutely
So
right.
you know, man, you know, I'm gonna always be a Raider, man. But like I
Yes,
said,
sir.
man, until we get somebody in charge of this organization that really has the love for football and really understands, uh, you know, what needs to be done to change the culture, then the
Right.
Raider conspiracy theory is going to continue to exist, man. And that's the NFL is against us, and
Yep.
you know they'll never let us get a fair shake. You know what I mean? We
Ah,
it's just crazy to me, man. You know, we had Gruden in there, and I didn't agree with everything he was doing, but
right.
uh, but you know, we were winning games, man. We were playing some decent football, and you know, we made it to the playoffs. You know, and then the NFL, you know, they did us dirty, man. They did him dirty, but they did us dirty. You know, and like I said, man, it's just it's a crazy situation as a Raiders fan to to think that you have so much promise and to continue to put trust in the organization and in the upper management that they're gonna do the right thing and that they really gonna come out and make a change, and you end up with the same results, man. It's crazy to me.
It's nuts. It's nuts. Nah, I'm with you, bro. I'm struggling
You know,
already. Early. Don't
early,
make sense.
early. You know what I mean? Games we should have won. Buffalo, they needed that win to be Buffalo. You know what I mean, and to be the contenders that they are. So I
Right.
can kind of let that slide. You know, the way it went down was a little but I could understand that. But there's no way we should have lost to Seattle, especially with the way that our defense held their ground, kept them contained. You know,
Yep.
Jimmy G is a bust. I was trying to hold out hope for him.
I agree.
McDaniel's play
I
calling.
agree.
You know, and then when you look at his offensive blocking schemes, you know that this guy is not a football player. He's not a football
Not at
coach.
all. Not
You
at
know,
all. Well,
JJ, I don't think he's in the best shape, but
he's
I
not.
don't think he showed up not ready to play football. You know what I'm saying? And I think a
Oh
lot of
no,
this
I
what we're
agree. Oh
seeing,
no, I
you
yeah.
know, and
No, I
and
agree.
you know,
JJ came ready, but there's no way you can be ready without going through training camp. There's just no way.
simple
I'm
as that.
just telling you,
Simple
there's
as
just
that.
no way.
You know,
I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. The only way you not coming through training camp and then coming in and playing is because you was at some other training camp.
right,
It's the
right.
only way.
You know,
There ain't
practicing at your high school field is not going to get it.
it's not going to cut it, bro. You need to be hit. You need to be hitting. You need to be around everybody. You need to get all that
Yeah,
chemistry flowing
exactly.
and going.
You need those reps, right?
Every year. That's every year. That's not just one year and now everybody good. That's not the way it works. It's just not, bro.
Especially in the transition that they in. But at the same time, he was the leading rusher from scrimmage last year, wasn't he?
Yes.
He
Yes.
would have been at camp if they wouldn't have disrespected him like they do so
Well,
many of these running backs. You
bro,
know what I
that's the
mean?
but cuz that's the problem. See, and that's my point with JJ, and that's why I say, you know, I blame him for this because you
Right.
know what? Focus on your career, dog. Focus on being great. The money will come.
Nah,
You
man,
know,
you can't. See, you can't really say that about a running back when they have the shelf life that they have. I mean, this
no,
dude's
no, no,
already what in his fourth
no.
season?
Look. he was getting 11 million, 10.1. He got 11, right? Or 12.
He's the
He got
leading
12.
rusher from scrimmage in the NFL, bro.
Right,
11
but
million.
ain't
The
nobody. Hey,
Michael Crabtree was making $11 million a year.
but the game's changed for running backs because that's what I'm trying to say. You got, there are two good running backs that have more production that combined got less than 8 million.
Right.
That's Swift and I forget the other Sanders. I want to say that went to
Sanders, yeah, with the
both of
Philly.
them dudes got went places for less than 6 total.
Yeah.
It's just not
But
there for running.
but they went with a squad that's Super Bowl contenders. They're going to go get some rings.
True.
You know what
True.
I'm saying? You out here playing. You go to training camp. How many people got? Look at Travis Kelsey. 5 days before the season started, he hurt in training camp. Hurt in practice. You know what I mean? It's too big of a risk when you're not
Oh
getting
no,
that bread, bro.
oh no, I agree. But when you're getting the league max, meaning that you're getting, the top, you're getting the average of top 5, you just don't have the longevity that you want. I'm sorry. When your career is at this area where you could literally be one of the greatest of all time and have the actual numbers and stats to back it up, I don't think you let money interfere in that, especially when you already getting paid the top
Yeah,
5
I mean,
average.
I
You,
feel
you see my
I feel
philosophy?
yeah, no, most definitely. You want that number one spot, I guess,
Because
or whatever.
now
Egos get
he's
involved.
and now he's not going to make the money anyways because his numbers are suffering. You can't
Well,
claim nothing now at the end of the season because you gave up the first 4 games trying to get ready for the season. It just doesn't
yeah,
make good business sense. I don't know who is around him, but I'm just telling you, in my opinion. I mean, I'd love to debate that with somebody though, because it
right,
doesn't make sense. Look, I'm just telling you, we all have been told all our lives, man, do something you love, man, because then it don't feel like
yeah,
work. And what that also tells you is that you're going to end up eventually being, if not the best, one of the best in the world. So you're going to get the jewels anyways. You're
right,
just going to get it
right,
naturally. Even if it don't come from football, you're going to get it from all kind of other areas, advertising,
right. Endorsements and everything. Right,
endorsements. You're going to get it from everywhere. So in
yeah.
my opinion, it was just bad advice, bro. We've already
You know,
seen it played out. We've seen it play. Look
I
at
agree.
Le'Veon Bell. He shot his whole
Yeah,
career over that.
yeah,
His whole
yeah.
career went down the drain because
But
he
I
he
mean,
held out for bread.
but it's hard to say that, man, when you see these cats that dump, $30 million on a quarterback. You know what I mean, man? And it's like I understand the position. You know what I mean? But you know,
I agree.
especially with Le'Veon Bell, bro. There was nothing like him for what those three years in the NFL. Nobody was putting
Right.
up the numbers that he was doing. The numbers that he was doing. 2,000 all-purpose yards for 3 years in a row. Line up in the slot. Line up at outside wide. You know, and that's that. You're expendable. Freaking. There's always somebody else coming up behind you,
Right.
and
Right.
and
Next man up.
it's just crazy to me, man. I just feel it's hella disrespectful the way they do these running backs, man. Even like just like they did Saquon. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Bro,
man,
you're
these
talking
guys
to a
ain't run of the mill.
you're talking to a fellow running back, bro. You have
Right.
no idea how I
And,
feel
and,
about it. But I have to
and
also be
you
honest. So this is
understand,
the it's hey, at the end of the day, cuz it's business, right? For one, it's
right?
business, and for two, but I mean, it's not you can get a dime a dozen on the you can get a running back in the 7th round that's gonna probably give you production that you know what I'm saying? You can get don't get me wrong, I know
Yeah.
my man was on here because he'd be the first one saying, well, we ain't have that. And he's right, because I didn't believe in Zeus.
Right.
He showed me a spurt. He showed me a spurt when he got a couple of garbage plays for that Buffalo game, and I was like,
Right.
"That's the Zeus that I thought." I knew.
Right. Right. Right.
No, no. So I don't know, man. You know, Abdul is not a guy that can carry the load if JJ gets hurt.
No,
I mean,
he's a third down guy. He's a guy to come in and
and who's the next guy?
give your
Who's
running
the
back a
next
break.
guy? Nobody. We don't have anybody. I don't know if Sincere McCormick made it to the practice field. I don't know. Or practice team. My bad.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
I can't. I don't know if he on the practice squad or not. But uh, but yeah, man. Another Raiders season, man. It's unfortunate, man.
It
And but
is
the other thing is, bro, you know me, and I said this last year. I had zero faith in McDaniels, man.
right. I
You know
I'm
what I'm
done.
saying?
I'm done. You're
You
right, and
know,
that's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it early because I know he's just not the right fit. I know it. He's just
right?
not. Ziegler, I think has a chance. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with a couple of these picks. We had a chance
I mean,
to
just like you said,
get a
we passed
linebacker.
up on Jalen Carter.
Yeah, that
We
was
was there draft night, bro.
we was there,
You
bro.
passed up on the
Yeah,
best in show, the
bro.
best in show, a certified game changer, bro.
He was right there. He
A
was right.
certified game changer
He was
for
right there, bro. He was right there.
yo.
Oh
Right.
my
And y'all let the
God.
Eagles get him? They got Georgia 2.0 in Philadelphia right now. They tripping, yo.
Yeah, they bugging. I'll never understand it for as long as I live. I'll never understand how
Bro,
this happened. I'll never understand how
bro.
this happened. I don't care
It's
about
gotta
this.
be rigged at the biggest level ever, bro. Because that
I'm
move makes
sorry.
zero sense to me, bro.
He was literally the epitome of a Raider.
Bro.
Through
Best
and
in show.
through and through. Could you
Paper
imagine
put
if
that
we
work
had
in.
him right now and with Jalen Carter and it helped Tyree out? He wouldn't be looking like he's freaking the slowest guy on the planet.
Yeah,
Or
because if we really wanted him, he would have been available in the second round. That dude was no first round draft pick.
absolutely, absolutely.
That dude was no first round draft pick,
I
you
agree.
know?
I
Just like
agree.
that lineman we drafted in the first round a few
Yeah,
years ago.
especially
Where's he at now?
with the foot injury, and that's why I'm like, yo, see, this is where you can claim all you want that it has nothing to do with the, 2 foot injuries, but it does. He's slow as
Has
dirt off
everything to
the
do with
line. He's freaking outputting the worst time off the line that's ever been seen, or something crazy like that. It's
it. It's
embarrassing.
ridiculous, bro.
It's embarrassing.
It
It's
is. It
embarrassing.
really is. It really is,
It's
man.
our first round pick.
It's embarrassing.
All these other even Nesta was throwing around dudes in preseason, and this guy just came out looking like hot garbage. Hot garbage.
Straight up. Straight up. Ah, man. Like I
Straight
said,
up,
man.
straight up trash.
I
But
yeah. I just can't wrap my head around it, man. Like I said, the secret's out. If you want the bag,
yeah,
there's a billionaire in Vegas with a hole in his pocket and his head up his behind.
yeah. No,
You know what I mean?
I agree. I agree. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I am stumped. We all know I can talk. I'm never
Yeah,
lost for
right.
words.
You know what I'm saying?
Never lost
Hey,
for
all you
words.
got to do is insert the next coach and say the same thing you said for the last 3 years, man. You know what I mean?
That's
I mean,
it.
and there was even times where we was questioning what Gruden was doing, but it was starting to come together.
Right.
And then what they do, pull the rug from underneath the dude. And the Supreme Court took on his case, bro. He about to get paid, bro.
Mm-mm.
He's about to be a billionaire.
Oh, Gruden
And I
might
hope he takes the money
end up.
and buys the Raiders.
It might end up being the Gruden League. NFL never. It might be the Gruden League. He's
Bro, buy
far
the
about
Raiders.
to get paid. He's by far about to get paid. 100%.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get paid big money. But what I really hope from it, he deserves to get paid, even though he's still on our books, ain't he? He's still getting paid. We still owe him that 100 M's,
Yep. We stuck.
so he's getting paid. But what I really hope happens is a change on the plantation, bro. Roger Goodell has to go.
Well,
Roger Goodell has to go. And see, and this is why I think it's such a big deal, because now we're
right,
dealing with the upper echelon of entertainment in the sports industry. You know what
right.
I'm saying? And there's
Yeah.
getting ready to be a major shift if this Supreme Court thing rules in his favor, because this is directly, from what I understand, they have all the proof saying this is John Gruden was targeted by
Right.
Roger Goodell and he sent his
Right.
goons after. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Oh no, I
So
get it. I get it. I just don't think it's gonna happen. You know what they're gonna do. They'll find a way to pay.
yeah, right.
That's what
Yeah,
they
right.
do.
They'll cut this dude a big greasy check. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's bad for football, man, because
It's
we
horrible
can't
for
have the
football.
mob still running this, bro. We
No,
come too far, bro.
I agree. No, I agree
So,
100%. I think
and that's what Goodell is, bro. He's the mob boss, bro. You
he's
know what
not,
I'm saying?
not good for us.
Literally and figuratively.
He's not good for us.
No, absolutely not. Because like I said, they're committed to holding that grudge with the Raiders organization,
Right.
and it's clear
Everybody,
cut and
the
it's
whole
evident.
league, yeah, the whole league is responsible
Yep.
in my opinion.
Everybody knows it. But
Everybody knows.
and like I said, we still the highest some of the highest or most bought jerseys in the world. You know
Oh,
what I'm
right now
saying?
we're on
So
fire. I think we're
you
like
know what I mean?
first. Everything.
Yeah, bro,
Right now we're
in gear. You know what I mean, man?
on
So
fire.
we bringing the money in. It's just, and people don't understand how much money that brings in just to have that
Right.
official Raider logo, like the
Right.
percentage that they get from every $200 jersey that we buy. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But
Absolutely.
man, it's just like I said, man. I hate to give football this much say and how I feel on Sundays. You know what I'm
No,
saying? I
no,
hate to give them this
too
type. You
much.
know what I mean, man? But
Too
it's like
much.
it's borderline depressing, man. It's
Yes.
borderline depressing. And I'm trying to raise my son a Raiders fan, and every time he come out of the room, are we still losing? Are we still losing? I'm like, I'm borderline gonna tell him, man, pick another team as long as it ain't the damn Cowboys.
Don't
You
just
know what
don't.
I'm saying?
Yeah, everybody but them. Yeah. No, I agree.
You could be a Chiefs fan with your mom. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
But
If you want.
don't go my direction. It's not worth the headache. It's not
This
worth the
ain't what you want.
years taking your life because it's excruciating. I'm not gonna lie.
It
This
is.
is hard.
It
This
is,
is
man. It is. It
hard.
is.
This is hard.
You
This
know.
is hard
It
work.
is.
This is taking
You
years
know.
off my life for sure.
Bruh, you know what I mean? It's like, but the other thing that it has taught me like patience and like long suffering on like a biblical perspective because I'm not punching cabinets anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
I'm
trying to
not.
stop a hole in my living room floor anymore. I think
Oh, no.
ultimately I think it's made me a better man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I agree
But it's
100%.
it's brutal, man. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. You know.
Yes, it's out of order,
And,
bro. I mean, I don't know what to say. What's going on, man? It's hurting
and
my
like I
heart,
said,
bro. I believe I'm
it's hard to really put your finger and pinpoint what exactly it is, except for just mismanagement at the highest level. Mark Davis has to
uh,
step away from the organization and just be the billionaire who sits up in the booth with the funny haircut.
right. He just needs to give somebody competent the keys. He
Which
just needs to give somebody
John
competent the
Gruden
keys.
would have been the perfect guy for that.
He was, but I mean, they made a lot of big mistakes too. Let's be honest. They made some, and I
They
mean,
made
it's
some
easy
big
to say that
mistakes.
because they didn't allow it to come to fruition for what they had
Right.
planned.
Exactly.
I knew you were going to
Because
say that, and it's right. It makes sense. I agree. They didn't get the what for 3 years. They didn't get that. It was
right.
two, right? It was two, and then
No, I think he was in his third year, right?
he was in his third year, and then they
Yeah,
popped
he
him.
was in his third year, and then between the Henry Ruggs thing and the freaking,
That
it was
all
just
went bad. It just
the
went
lightning
bad
bolt.
real fast,
Yeah,
real
man, the
fast.
light.
It went bad real
Yeah,
fast.
man. And we still stuck in there and played some decent football.
Yes.
you know and it was
Yeah.
because, and I got to defend my dog, but it was because he turned the keys over to his quarterback and said, you've been in this league long enough, go
Yeah.
out there and show these guys that there's a reason why we're cutting you these big checks, and that
Yep.
you want to be a Las Vegas Raider. And
You're right.
and DC they were letting him go out there and gunsling and make his plays and wear his mascara, whatever he was doing. But You know, he was winning games for us, man. You know what I mean? And you know, he ain't
I
winning
agree.
games. I don't even know how they winning down in New Orleans,
They
but I guess
not.
he's
They 1
banged
and
up.
2, right? They 1 and 2.
No,
Just like
bro, I
us.
think they're 2-1. I know they started off 2-0. Did they win this past week?
I thought they would started off 1 and 1.
Nah,
Let me
brother,
look.
they was 2-0, bro. I think, I
Are they?
think, I think 2-0.
I'm about to look right now.
Yeah, yeah. Look into that. Look into
They
that.
2 and 1.
I don't know.
They 2 and 1.
They're 2-1, right? They lost this week, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and DC went down. I don't know what quarter he went down, but
Yep.
got a little
Shoulder.
alert saying that he went down. You
Yep.
know,
Shoulder.
but
Yeah.
so who's stepping in? Winston stepping in for that, right?
Yep. And I think that might have been why they lost. Nah, I'm joking. I don't know. But I do know. Yeah, he stepped in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was. I want to say that's the game that they had on where I
I
was at.
mean, Jameis Winston ain't nothing but the white Derek Carr. Derek Carr's the white Jameis Winston. They both got cannons and a sling that damn rock. You know what I'm saying? No matter what's happening, bro.
It's true. It's
You
true.
know, it's just that
Definitely both got the
Derek
arms.
Carr will
Yeah.
throw an interception and be like, "Damn, I threw an interception." Jameis Winston will be like, "Man, that nigga should have jumped."
I'm gonna throw another one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So
Absolutely.
you know.
No, you're absolutely right about that, bro.
And,
I
and then and
mean,
then we got Jimmy G, bro. You know, I feel like the one strong point
he
that he
looked
had
terrible, bro. He looked
was
terrible,
that
bro.
he was a step above a game manager. You know
Bro,
what I'm saying?
it's yo.
And he
So
didn't turn the ball over. And now this
yo,
dude is three
done.
interceptions.
I was done. I was done with Jimmy G when Turner got out there and this fool underthrew him so drastically,
Hmm.
and then he underthrew somebody on the left hand side rolling out so drastically because of his arm strength or the lack of, I
Yep.
should be saying. I was done.
Exactly, bro.
No arm
Exactly,
strength.
bro.
Yeah, you are right. It's going to be 8 and so and that's the thing. See, this is again why I'm saying, Jacobs, you messed your own self up because now when you are finally ready, guess what? Everybody knows you're the only person they have to stop. They're just going to simply
Exactly.
double Devontae, lock
Yep.
everybody in the box, and let the chips fall where they may. We don't have what we need
And,
in
and
order to
and you
win
really
that.
don't even have to double Devontae because he's not a deep threat.
No, not with that
You
arm.
know what I mean?
You're
Right,
right.
right. He's
No, you're
not a deep threat.
absolutely
You really
right.
don't even.
He's not.
You know what I mean? You know you could. I mean, essentially, all you got to do is
Zone bracket it.
man
Yeah,
them
no,
up.
I know. I'm with
Yeah,
you.
zone it up. You know, let your keep your linebacker on his side home. Take away that slant. And what
Right.
are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What route are they gonna run? He can't even throw the ball across the freaking
I
field.
mean,
You know what I'm saying? So
no. No, he
you know.
cannot. He cannot. His arm strength is trash.
Best one of the best
It's
receivers in the
straight up.
NFL, and you can't throw this dude a fade. You can't even throw him a
Bro,
damn post.
I couldn't believe that underthrowing of Turner. I just couldn't understand it.
Man,
I was
it
sitting
was
there looking at it
disgusting, bro.
like, did he really just underthrow him? That I mean,
Yeah.
the dude
I was trying to
when
make.
he
I was like, maybe
fell
the
up, his
ball is wet.
arm
Maybe the ball
bruised
is
up.
wet.
He stopped running, yo. Yeah. See, and that's the thing. I was right there looking at him up close and
Yeah,
personal. When he threw
yeah,
the ball, he threw. Normally, what happens is the quarterback throws the ball. The wide receiver is still hightailing it. They don't even know it's been thrown yet because they're
right,
trying to get to the spot.
exactly.
Turner had to stop running the second he threw the ball.
It's like, oh
Not the
man, it's like, oh, this
opposite,
ain't gonna
meaning
make it.
run under it. He
Yeah,
had to stop
right,
running.
right,
And the DB
right.
caught up immediately effectively, which was why he had to catch it out of bounds. That was the other thing. He threw it out of bounds on top of all of it. So not only did you underthrow it, you threw it out of bounds.
Hey, so that means he put all of it in if it didn't have no accuracy.
He
That
tried.
was all he had, bro. That was all he had, bro.
That's what I know. That's what
Hey,
I knew.
and
It's over. It's over.
I hope he watched this. Make sure you put hashtag Jimmy G when
Dude,
you
I'm
post.
telling you, that's when I knew it was over. The second throw that he couldn't make was just icing on the cake. That first throw was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like nah, for real, like a oh my. It was a light turned on moment. Like JJ definitely not meeting any incentives this year. It's gonna be
No,
nine. It's gonna be
because
9 minute box the whole
right, that's
season.
what I was getting ready to say. It's gonna be 9 in the 5.
There is
You
no
know what
way.
they're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do, and I just
They
hope he
don't
makes it through
have
the
a
season
choice.
because he's gonna take some punishment this year.
They don't have a choice. Well, see, that's the thing. He's going to take some punishment, and everybody's going to go down for it, or they start AOC Sunday, and Jimmy Garoppolo has the same issue because he's never going to see the field again.
Right.
Aiden O'Connell's going to ball out. He's going to make those throws that old boy wasn't making,
Yep.
and now he's back in the square one, looking for a new team. I'm just
You
telling you
know.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's either McDaniels really wants to be fired and shows he's getting the McDummy tag for a reason by starting
Right.
Hoyer. I'm sorry,
Right.
there is zero reason. You're 1-2. I don't want to hear nothing about starting Hoyer. I'm sorry.
Right.
I don't want to
Right.
hear it. There's no way you can get me to justify that. Nope.
Man.
You name me a 1-4 team that made it to the playoffs.
I was saying it last year.
Name one. Name one.
Oh, no, it's not happening. You kidding me? Bro, I'm not even thinking about. I'm hoping. I hope we get like a big like I hope we beat San Diego or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking for anything. I'm not looking for anything from these dudes. You know what I
I agree.
mean? And honestly, what I'm hoping for, man, is that they cut their losses with McDaniels early in the season just to
Right.
make a statement. Just
Just
to
get it
put
over
that to
with.
slap that L on his
Get it
forehead
over with.
to
Yeah.
to put his resume in the shredder. You know what I'm
Be
saying?
done. Be done. Never again. You are
You'll
blacklisted
never get
from
another job.
ever again. Shout out to Bill. What's cracking, my guy?
Yeah.
I'm with you, boss. Fire. But yeah, look, man, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, I'm not holding any punches. I got smoke for Ziegler. Ziegler, you done made some mistakes, man. And it's easy to
Oh
say
yeah.
that hindsight, right? It's easy to say that hindsight. But all I'm saying is there would be hindsight if you actually did the things that I said as opposed to doing the things that you did.
And 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 and,
And it
and
ain't just
that's
I.
the
Yeah, go ahead.
right. Right. No, right. But touching on that, right? Because you started saying something and I was literally thinking it, but being a Raiders fan this last really decade, you know what I'm saying? And really following, personnel changes and front office decisions and stuff like that, it made me realize that either one, I know a lot more about football than I've ever given myself credit for,
Credit for.
as
Yeah,
far as you know what I mean? Or
yeah.
these mofos don't know a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to my opening statement. The word is out. There's a billionaire in Las Vegas with a hole in his pocket and
He
his head up
ready
his
to get
behind.
jacked. He
You
ready
know
to
what I'm
get
saying?
jacked.
And they jacket him. They get in the
So
bag, bro. You know?
so disappointing.
So
I'm not gonna lie, man. I can't. Like I said, I can't hold it back. I'm ready for McDaniels to be fired. Fired. I'm
yeah.
sorry. Hey, look,
And they need to. They need to make a statement to Raider Nation, like we hear you. We hear you. We're not gonna do it to y'all. If we gonna lose, it ain't gonna be with this dude. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
And at least destroy his resume. Don't let you know what I mean? It's like,
Yep,
man. And
absolutely.
then it's like, come on, Mark Davis. I don't think you one of them funny dudes who really sees color like that, because your father definitely wasn't. all this black talent at coach, man. Why not go get one of these guys, man? One of these
Man,
guys, proven culture changers, guys with integrity, guys that just need an opportunity
right.
to,
Make a difference.
you know, to do better than what your boys are doing.
Way better.
Anybody can do better than this. Give me a half a mil a year. I can come out and do this. Get us up to a 1-2 start.
Right. No, I
You
agree.
know, it's like, come on, man. Come on,
I
man.
agree.
You know,
I agree with you 100%, bro. You too, Wild
and
Bill.
they're hiring people that we know. It's not like he's like, oh well, we picked up this guy from this JUCO down in New Mexico, and we're gonna see what he can do. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree, bro.
You know,
I'm at a loss for words.
we're bro, man, I don't want to cry.
Right?
I don't want to cry, man. But this is some tear worthy mess right here that we dealing with, man. Because
It is, man. I want
it's
McDaniels
crazy.
gone.
Hey, I'm
I
sitting
want
at this
him
college campus, right? And I said I don't want to cry. You should see these kids like, is this dude crying in the car?
gone. Hilarious.
Oh man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Tell them that's the
Shout
life
out
we're
to
living.
Western Carolina University for having a
Yes,
signal
sir.
booster. I can come camp out in the parking lot and get the show done with 3 bars.
Yes, sir. With 3 of them, huh? That's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
know we always appreciate you, bro. I'm glad you joined. We
Yeah,
love to hear
man.
you.
Likewise, man.
I mean, it's gonna be a long week, a long season. I've already, it is
Yeah.
what it is. It's gonna be a long season.
Hey, who was that you had on before I got on, man? Y'all was touching on he was making some good points, man. He was touching on on some heavy stuff, man. You know, y'all
Yes,
covered a
sir.
lot
My
of
guy
ground before
Leo.
I got on.
Yep, my guy Leo Mendez. He's out of
Okay.
Cali. He was at the game.
Okay.
I wish I had his information or had it tagged. I would say it. I don't have it though. I can't see it. But yeah, he's part. He's part of our little network, as I like to call it. We all hop on
Okay.
each other's show. You know what I'm saying, and show that
Yep.
support, that
Yep.
love, and talk about every and anything Raider Nation, man. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah,
You know, I
for
mean, it's
sure.
tough, man. It's, it's tough living this life, bro. And I
It
didn't know
really
how.
is,
Like I
man.
didn't pay attention to nothing. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I'm letting y'all know I didn't pay attention to nothing because if y'all know my schedule, I don't do well doing this after losses, especially if I'm
Yeah.
talking about it a lot and then I got to get on their camera and just blow up. So I haven't talked
Yeah.
about any of this really. I mean, this is my first time opening up about it because I figured, this is the time to start doing it due to the fact that otherwise I won't do it, and I need to make this thing official. I want to make
Right.
sure that we all put our thoughts out here. The only way you do stuff like that is, as you've been saying, lead by example, right? Be a leader, right?
Right.
Do those things.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's what I'm doing, man. I'm going to make sure this show goes every Tuesday after every game. I don't care. Win, lose, or
Right.
draw. We just going
Win,
to have
lose,
to
or
talk
draw, no
about it.
matter how
We're
ugly.
going to have to talk about it,
Yep.
Raider Nation. It's just what it's
And
going to be.
ultimately, at the end of the day, we all we got, man. Because we've been being let down for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? We've been
Yes.
being let down, and uh, it sucks to form a bond around something that's you know just a losing culture. That's really what it comes down to, a losing culture. You know what I mean? And like I said before, there's no aspects in my life where losing is acceptable. You know what I mean?
No,
And
not at
you do
all.
what you do, and you don't always win every situation, but you're
No.
definitely out, and I'm definitely making sure that there's more W's on the board than L's. And this is something that I got to deal with, man. Is that I'm a part of this losing Raider Nation culture. Uh,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
just perpetuating itself every year.
It is, man.
It's
It is. It's,
like battered wife syndrome. Like I just keep making excuses. It's like,
yeah.
well, maybe this draft pick, maybe this draft will be good.
Right.
Maybe,
Put
uh,
makeup.
maybe Jimmy G won't get hurt. It's like, nah, bro, it's the Raiders, bro.
You know what's
It's
going
the
to
Raiders,
happen.
bro.
Dude,
Yeah,
felon
he gonna come
protocol.
home. He gonna punch you in the mouth and talk about how stale and cold this chicken is. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, yes, sir. I don't know, man. I'm just so sick, man. I'm so sick about all of it. And the guy needs to just go away. I'm sorry. At
Yeah.
this point, I just want Josh McDaniels to go away. Just go
I just,
away,
I
dude.
just, some, I
Do me
just
a
want
favor.
someone to get fired. I just want someone to get fired. That's all. Just fire someone.
Do
Just
everybody a
fire
favor.
someone. Make me feel better. Throw me a bone. Fire him.
Right? They do this all the time in corporate America. This
You
is
know what I'm saying?
part of
Through
the
Zoom
playbook.
meetings. I fire him through a Zoom meeting. That's what I want.
They gotta feel something, right? You know what I mean? Like, come
Come
on,
on.
man.
He's still gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Fire him
Cause
through
I'm
the Zoom
serious.
meeting.
I mean, but I can't, obviously it's a long season. I'm in it for the long haul, but there's just no way
Right.
that I'm gonna be able to not speak the game on this and get these guys out of here. I'm gonna be part of this chant. Like, hey, I'll never
Yeah.
forget this. As a child, my junior year in high school, man, we had to run out Coach Kearney. My parents and company led the charge because they knew. Our parents was crazy. My mother was running
Oh,
touchdowns with me
bro.
for the
Come on, bro.
first.
It's from a whole different era, man.
My mother was running.
Your
My
parents would be
mother was
called all
running
types of
touchdowns with
bigots
me on
and
the
you
sideline.
know.
Like, yeah, we didn't play around, even though it was a little town out of Connecticut, right? Which nobody knew nothing back then. Now, right? We
Right.
got all kinds of kids coming out of Connecticut that
Right.
play NFL. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
man,
really balling.
he he wasn't right, bro, and they had to run him out, man. They had to run him out, and and
Yep.
they heard from us. They're like, "Look, man, we got to we got to get this guy out of here if these boys going to win." We had a squad, and that was the thing. It was like the coach is holding everybody back. He's running the
Yep.
T formation. It's 1990s, bro. The T formation
It's
was done in the
1992,
70s, bro.
bro.
Right? It's 1990.
Unsuccessfully.
We running 70s stuff, and it's like,
Yeah.
bro, it's not gonna work. So they ran him out, and I think that's what we have to do. We have to run Josh
Yeah.
McDaniels out. We
Yeah.
the fans, we have to do it. I mean, I gotta put it
Yeah.
back up there.
You got to boo him at the games. You got to get rid of McDummy signs.
We
You know what
have
I'm
to.
saying?
Hell,
You
I'm
you
actually going to help in this. I may
it,
bring a
it,
sign for the next game. I'm
and
dead
he
serious.
deserves it, man. He deserves it.
He deserves every bit of it. He's had more shots at a head coach than 99% of head coaches in the country, college and NFL. Right? You don't just get a head coaching position in a 32 team league in the NFL. That doesn't
Come on, bro.
happen.
Especially not with all of, well, especially not after you already branched out once and had a losing record.
And had a terrible
That
losing record.
terrible losing
Literally
record.
just
I don't.
nuked the
I don't.
whole place.
What was
That
it? It
place
was
still hasn't recovered. They still
two
haven't
seasons
recovered.
with 8 wins or something like that.
They still haven't recovered. They still
You
haven't.
know.
Denver, look at Denver just got beat by 7. They still haven't recovered,
Yeah,
and
yeah, man.
that's
They
just
put
the
up
bottom.
70 on them boys.
It's the bottom line, bro. And you know what? I've seen enough. I'm not doing this definition of insanity again. I'm not going into every game, with this whole woe is me and we gotta support. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm
Right.
doing what you see right there in the bottom left hand corner. Y'all see it right there, right? Y'all see what that say?
Fire 'em.
Fire Josh. That's what I'm doing. And I'm going to start saying it. I won't say it out loud because I don't have the guts to do that. Well, you know what I mean, like when the dude is sitting there looking at me, I can't do
Bro,
it.
I'll do it.
I'm done.
Bro, I'll
Trust me,
give him that
everybody
Philly
else,
crowd treatment. I'll
everybody
give
else,
him that Philly treatment. Start talking to
trust
him like
me,
a
bro.
like a Red Sox fan.
Yes,
Only your mother loves you.
yes,
We
yes.
don't love you. You know what I'm saying, bro?
He gets it
Because
all
he
game.
deserves it. He deserves it. He's
He
proven
does
himself
too.
incompetent.
I agree. And this is the part I'm no longer sticking up for. That's why I'm leaving that comment right there.
You know,
I'm
if
done.
you got a job in a warehouse and your first
Yeah.
week on the job or your first 3 weeks on the job, you crashing your forklift into the damn racks and knock everything down twice. You ain't
Right,
got no
right.
job no more. You ain't got no job no more.
It's
How many
over.
times we gonna let this dude crash the forklift into the rack, bro?
Damage all the goods. It doesn't make no sense, bro. It don't make no sense. I can't do it anymore. Like I said, I'm not standing for any foolishness. And the bottom
Nah,
line is if they actually put Hoyer in the game, bro, if I pay money to go to a game and I'm watching Hoyer play quarterback, yo, I'm telling you right now, I will have the biggest problem that anybody's ever seen. And I absolutely will then tell that man to his face he sucks. In a
bro.
heartbeat. I'm
That's
just,
when you get a cup
I'm just
and
telling
be like, just fill this cup up with ice.
you.
And you
Yeah.
just chuck it, bro. You aim for somebody and let it go, bro. I'm getting tossed out this week. Put my name on
Exactly,
the list.
exactly,
Put my
bro.
name on the list.
You just made me pay this money to see Hoyer play quarterback. There's just,
Yeah.
bro. You got a very, very capable rookie on the sideline. It's already into the first quarter. It's meaning of the season, right? It's 4,
Right,
8,
right.
12, 16.
Yeah.
It's 4 quarters.
It's you're up for your quarterly evaluation, kid. You're fired.
Yeah, exactly. You got enough time on the bench. I'm sorry. We knew he had glass jaw, right? It is what it
Yep.
is. Get him in there.
Yep.
Get him in there. I mean, how can you not be fearful of losing your job? Where else
Because
do
they
they
know.
do this?
Like I said, Mark Davis is a freaking fool, man.
Where
He
else
got
do
the
they
Dumb
do
and
this?
Dumber haircut with
Uh,
gel in it. You know what I'm saying? This dude
I'm
is a
so
fool, man.
confused, bro. I'm so confused with what is going on. I really am confused. Like I'm trying to tell people. Bro, I
I
analyze
don't
a
get,
lot. I
yeah,
go
I don't
hell.
get it. Yeah, And
I,
you know why, man? Because you're looking at a puzzle and you only got half the pieces. The box say 500 pieces, but it's really a 2,500 piece puzzle, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the
right,
mind game that they're doing you for. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You looking for
right.
edge pieces? Ain't no more damn edge pieces. That's all you got. You know what
Ain't
I'm
got
saying?
more. So now you're like, how do I complete this? You can't.
You know what I'm saying? What the hell am I looking at? That's what you asking yourself.
And that is the definition of Josh McDaniels. What are
Straight
we
up.
looking at?
What
Why
are we
is all
looking
the pieces missing? Why we got half of the pieces missing with this guy?
at?
And why
Exactly.
does he still have a job?
And
Because that's really what it
why does
boils
he
down
still
to.
have a job?
We don't see no edges. We ain't seeing nothing
Uh,
with this. There's no wrinkles to that offense. I mean, I bag on the defense, right? Because they deserve it. For one, they deserve it. The
yeah,
defense has been the drag for the last decade, so they deserve it. But with that being said, they're ranked 17th right now. Our
yeah.
defense
The
is ranked
defense is not the
17th.
problem. The defense is not the problem.
Not the problem.
You know.
Mahomes is winning
Did
Super Bowls.
did they get blown up by a good Bills team? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I
At
think
home, at their home
that goes
opener, at their home opener, of course.
exactly. But I think that even still falls back on coaching, excuse me, preparation going into that game. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You just can't lay it all on them. And then, like you said, you're dealing with a high caliber offense. Well, and they had coming off that week 1 loss, they had to prove something at home for the home opener. They had to do
Right,
it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? They had to do it.
Which was
So
kind of what I expected us to do, but we just have a coach that decides to kick the field goal on 4th and 4 and inside the 20 with 2 minutes
right.
left on the clock. Like that makes any sense whatsoever. Why does that make sense to anybody?
And one timeout left.
How do you try to defend this?
Like I said, bro.
How do you
When your
defend this? This is what I understand why I can't get on here.
when your resume consists of a cover page and on the next 3 pages it says I coached under Bill Belichick. It, I know Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you, boss.
I, it,
It's gonna be the death of me. I'm just not. I'm not understanding anything, and at this point, I want a refund. I don't
I
want.
feel you, bro.
You do
I
not.
feel you.
You do not
I feel
collect
you.
200. You do not pass go. You
Exactly.
going to jail, dude. I want a refund.
You going to jail
Going
now?
to jail, bro. I want a refund. I I
Yeah.
I want to back out of this deal. I'm done.
Right. Yeah.
I
You
don't
got to
see
start
any
reading
other
the
way
fine
around
print.
it.
How long do I got to put up with this? Is it too late
I
for
don't
me to
see.
renege
Yeah,
on
I don't
this?
see any other way around this, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't. I really
It's,
don't.
it,
What do you do? What do you do in this situation? I mean,
I
I
mean, I know it's not a big deal to you, but I wouldn't be spending no more money to go watch these Jokers
right,
play live.
right. I know. I
You know
know.
what I mean?
Right.
Now,
And the truth is, I don't have any tickets for any games right now. I don't have a single ticket for a game.
right,
I
right,
learned.
right. And see,
You know, I
and
learned
that goes to show you, bro, because you had tickets 3 games out, 4 games out.
exactly. I
Right.
learned the game. I got hip to it, specifically being just one person. So, yeah, absolutely. I don't have a ticket for the rest. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got flights, and even that, yeah, they're so inexpensive from Austin
Right.
to Vegas. I got 8. We got 8 more home games. You're talking 80 times. I don't even think I paid $1,000.
Wow.
I don't even think it's that's what I'm saying. I
Right.
didn't know
Right.
500. It's like
Right.
600.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you almost
All
can't not.
8 games. All
No.
8 games. Yeah, all 8 games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll get the ticket when I get there, or maybe I won't, man. Maybe I will start
Right.
boycotting at this point because
Just,
I'm just telling
just go watch it at the Aria, bro.
you. There you go. And here's the damn
What is it? Is it Caesar's
thing.
Palace or is it MGM that's got that real nice sports band? Which one got the nicer sports band? It's been
Right.
about 5 years since I've been out there though.
Mandalay Bay is one of my favorites.
Mandalay. Yep.
That
Yep.
is my favorite. I ain't gonna lie. Mandalay Bay is my favorite hotel /
Okay. I don't
sports.
think I don't think I've been in their sports book.
Yeah, it's my favorite. By far my favorite. But yeah, there's a bunch, man, and yeah, it is what it is, man. I just don't understand what's going on right now, and until people start making decisions that make sense, I think you're absolutely right. I think it makes a lot
You
of
know what
sense.
I mean? Yeah, because
I'll be there in support. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, y'all
right.
keep feeding me the same product, and I'm paying premium dollar to get in here and watch this.
Exactly. You can't keep paying
On
$200 for a
top
hot
of
dog.
the fact that the other teams, crew is in there more than us.
Right.
it's
Right.
not. It's
That's what.
bad.
That,
It's
man, I seen all them damn yellow towels. I was like, yo, what is going
uh,
on?
it was so bad, bro. It was so
What
bad.
is going on? This is crazy.
Surrounded in a sea of yellow towels. It was
Terrible towels.
awful. It was awful.
And
I
then
wonder
we
if they
shut
have
the
numbers.
offense down and lose the game.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And we shut an
It
offense
does.
down that had no offense. They don't have. They're not even.
They
They're
don't
like at
have
the bottom of the
anything, bro.
barrel. They're at the bottom of the barrel
Bottom
in the statistics.
bottom of the barrel, bro. I don't think Najee Harris
Meaningless.
has 100 yards total this year.
No, meaningless.
You know what I mean?
Meaningless offense. And
You
we let
know,
them beat us.
my boy George Pickens, bro. He ain't getting no touches. He probably got maybe 8 receptions. You know what I mean, man? They're not
Right.
spreading the ball around. And like I said, this comes down to coaching. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
This is
Oh yeah.
a direct
And it's funny you
reflection
say
of
that because even the Steelers fans are calling for the coach of the Steelers as far as offensive coordinator. They want him gone. They want him
rightfully
gone.
so.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know if it's his fault or if it's Pickett, right? I thought he was going to be a decent quarterback, but I've also seen him throw some ridiculous picks. Like, why would you throw that
Yeah.
and then throw it again,
Why
like in the
would you
same
throw
game?
that?
Yeah,
Right. Like he threw one where I was like, bro, who were you throwing that to?
Like, what
Who
was
were you
that?
throwing that to? Right. What were you doing, bro? This is not sandlot football. You just don't throw it up and hope it bounce off somebody's helmet.
And I mean,
But
he
you
wasn't.
know,
Yeah, he wasn't the killer on our game either. Like, right? I mean, he did definitely have the obvious big bomb pass, which Jimmy G can't do, and that's the part that's a problem. Jimmy G couldn't have took that ball. He would have been tackled that as soon as he caught it, because
no, he would have threw his
he'd had
damn
to start
shoulder out trying to
trotting.
throw the ball that far.
As soon as he saw that ball in the air, he had to start trotting. Oh, gotta slow
Yep.
down. That ball ain't gonna make it.
What you
But
throwing, a
yeah,
comeback route?
right? Like, what is this? I thought we was determining the fly right here while I got 5 yards behind the defense. I just, man, I don't see
Crazy,
it.
bro.
I don't see what's
Crazy.
going on. I'm at a loss, man. And look, I'm not advocating for that other guy. I'm not saying his name. I'm done talking about him, but I'm just making
Right,
sure
right,
that
right.
I ain't advocating for that. I'd like to see
Nah.
AOC. If that doesn't work, move on. Find another one. But this whole Jimmy G experiment, it was a disaster. Sorry,
It
Josh.
was a yeah,
Disaster.
but you
Absolute
know
disaster.
what, man? It should have been a red flag, you know, and like, and this is in hindsight, right? Because maybe we delusional Raiders fans, we thinking the best, you know, battered wife syndrome, whatever. But it
Yeah.
should have been a red flag when he starts hiring people that he watched get coached, because obviously he
Right.
wasn't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? As a Patriot
No,
a decade
nothing.
ago. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
A
It's like
long time ago.
you want to bring
And
in
even they
Jimmy
haven't
G, you're
found.
bringing in Jacoby. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, that was the red flag. You know what I mean? That he don't know how to win. That's like, you know, she said, "I'm gonna make you some fried chicken. I got the best fried chicken recipe," and you see her in there on her phone typing in "best black people fried chicken recipes." You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on. I thought you knew what you was doing. I could go
Yeah.
online and find a recipe. You
Right.
know,
Nah, I hear
it's
you're
crazy.
100% correct. You are
It's
100%
crazy.
correct. You know,
It's crazy.
it is
He
what
ain't
it
got no
is.
recipes. You got to get him out the kitchen.
Yeah, and he definitely don't have no recipes. We see this loud and clear. I'm done.
Yeah.
I left that there for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. Fire Josh. I might actually make a sign. I'm going to ask the next home game. What is the procedure for me bringing in a sign? Because I want to make sure I do it properly. And I can assure you, you will see me on TV with it. And
Please do.
I'm ready. I'm
As
ready. I
long as
mean,
it's not offensive. As long as it's
no,
not.
oh,
Yeah, I
it'll
remember.
literally be fire. It'll literally be a fire Josh McDaniels. It's time. That's all you're
You
gonna
got to
see.
call him McDummy. But bro, I remember I went to the season opener in New Jersey, the Jets Raiders game, Derek Carr's first snap,
Right.
and they do this whole, we're dealing with New Yorkers and New Jersey people, you know what I'm saying? So they don't give a damn. And
Yep.
they're checking all the Raider signs to make sure that they're not crazy, bro. And I never forget, man, these two chicks, bro. I just seen these two chicks, blondes, bro, and they had a jet sign with like a jet on it or something like that, right? And
Yeah.
that sign was like "Let's go Jets," but bro, they had another one underneath it that was like "F those Raiders" or something crazy, bro. And they slid by security with that sign, right? Because all going up to the gate, you going up the escalator, they keep turning around, showing us the sign, the Raiders fan the sign. Bro. I was like, yo, these
Right.
chicks is crazy. Bro. These chicks is crazy.
That's dope. I like that.
I was like, man,
Smart.
these chicks crazy.
Yeah. Nah, it's
But
I
they
don't
got it.
know, man. I really don't know what's going on, brother. I really honestly don't get it. I don't get I don't get the end game.
Nah,
And it's too
because there
early.
is no end game, man. There is no end game. The end game is
Too
that,
early.
like I said, the word's out, man. Come to Vegas, get paid. You don't have to produce, and
Yeah.
he won't even
Dude,
fire you.
yeah, I'm telling you right now, the next head coach does not need to be anybody that's of notoriety. Get somebody in there for the cheapest amount of money and just get the team in a decent shape.
There's a
Just get
coach
them.
winning at a JUCO in New Mexico. Give him a
Yep,
chance.
exactly. You put it right on
Give him a
it.
chance.
Give him a shot like your daddy would. Like I do
You
something.
know what I'm saying? Give
Do
him a
something to
chance.
where nobody can say nothing. It ain't a person you know, it's a person you don't know, right?
Right,
I'm
right.
done. Yeah, I don't know, man. So we got the Chargers up next. They missing a whole lot of pieces. What you
Yeah,
think?
they missing a lot of pieces, but uh, I mean, well, what's
Running
it called?
game out.
Williams is out, right?
Yep.
Williams is out.
Eckler's out.
Uh, who?
Eckler's out. Eckler.
Yeah, Eckler's still out. Yeah, I thought you said Allen. I was gonna say, damn, Keenan Allen out too. But I
Nah,
mean,
Keenan
you
Allen
seen
was
what
hurt.
Herbert and Keenan Allen did the other day.
Yeah, they had a monster
I
for
don't know that we have an answer for that. If we can't get them boys off the field, I don't know that we
you.
have an answer for that.
Hey, Peters, man, that's another one to discuss. Actually, that man makes me mad sometimes, bro. Peters,
Bro, he dropped that pick. It hit him in the chest.
uh,
It hit him right in the chest. He threw it right to him.
that hurt.
That
It
that
hurt.
was the throw where with Pickett. I was like, who was he even throwing that to?
It was rough. That one hurt
Yeah,
really,
man.
really bad.
That hurt because he had one guy to beat, and that was six.
I mean, it was a momentum killer. Like you're right there.
Yeah,
You're right there, man.
yeah.
We that was right next to us too. Like we had to just sit there and watch that. The whole it was so bad. That drop was bad. I,
Yeah, man.
yeah, I don't
But
know,
hey,
man.
cuz
Yeah, you got to get on
it's late over here on
that.
the East Coast,
Yeah, you
man.
got
Yeah, man.
to time. So I got you. Hey, shout out as always, man. Appreciate you
That's
joining
right.
the show.
Always,
Yeah, I'm
man.
gonna
Always a pleasure.
just give some last little bit of thoughts, man, and I'm gonna get on up out of here too. But you enjoy your night, boss.
You do the same, man. Stay blessed. Y'all stay
Yes, sir.
tuned. Ultimate Raider Fan 32 every week,
Boom.
bringing you the real.
Yeah. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, Raider Nation. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with this. I'm tired of being passive in some ways, right? Again, I've never been one to hold the sign up, but at this point, I think it's going to take drastic measures for my sons to be able to see us in a Super Bowl at some point because I've already given the rundown. It starts from the top, and when the top literally doesn't have a clue, that's why you get what we got. There's some good things about what we got, but there's absolutely some horrible and bad things that we got. And it starts with that coach. That coach needs to be somebody that can lead men that make a lot of money and don't need to listen to you. And he is not it. He reminds me of that kid that had no power, right? Now he's got a little taste of some power, so now he wants everybody to suffer. That's honestly the truth. The stories you hear is you don't. What else can you say? I mean, the things that's going on speaks for themselves. I'm ready for the guy to go away. Ziegler, give him another draft. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think. You can't always hit on the draft, and I agree with you, Strike. you know, I don't know why Nesta's not playing. I I really would love for Nesta to get in the game. I don't get it. I mean, he's obviously inactive. I mean, that man was throwing around people like it was nothing in preseason. We touched on this earlier, right? We haven't had somebody since Tommy Kelly or Richard Seymour. Just nothing. Um, just imagine what that would do for Max. And even Kuntz for that matter, let alone Tyree. But I have no faith in Tyree. I've already said it. I'm sorry. And maybe he's just a work in progress. He's going to need to get his strength, etc., up under him, right? But I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan at all. I I'm ready to move on. Just like I am when it comes to Josh McDaniels. I mean, if you can get something high for him, being a first rounder, I mean, it's not going to happen. I mean, everybody and their mom have seen the play of him with his hand in the dirt, his butt still in the air from, you know, seeing the other opposite side being halfway to the quarterback. It's just not going to work. I mean, come on, man. People, there's only but so much you're going to take away take away from that. You can only be but so rusty before you realize that it's just probably not going to work. So, yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm at this point ready to do whatever is necessary um, to run off this coaching staff. Um, and again, I'm actually doing this against one of my own, if you will, when it comes to Patrick Grant. And it's unfair. I think his stuff is finally starting to come together. I just don't like the way it's running looks based on what we see throughout the rest of the league. We love to play a zone on particular plays that are very important, clearly on third downs for sure. But those second and longs where you really got a chance to put them in third and long and not third and short. It's like the play calling is not right. Something's not right. I don't see any blitzing. I don't know if we've blitzed at all. Maybe, and if we did, it goes to show you that's going back to Strike's comment, right? Is our defensive tackles. I mean, I don't know what's going on, man. Nichols had a couple of plays here and there, a couple of flashes, but like you said, other than that, he's not doing anything for us, right? It's not consistent. It's not what's going to anchor a defense. Yeah, I'm just confused. I'm really confused, but I don't know. At this point, I don't see how anybody can say that Josh should keep his job. Josh McDaniels should be gone. Give him one more game. I mean, the Chargers have some key people out. If they can't beat the Chargers at home in SoFi, yes, I said it, and I'm going to continue to say it. LA is home for the Raiders. Trust me. This is why they treat us the way they do in that raggedy stadium. If hey, you can't beat them at home with three key components missing that they're going to need to figure out how to replace. It's a wrap. The season's over. 1-3. Like where do you go anywhere at 1-3? What's your future looking like at 1-3 in the NFL? I can assure you, it's not good. Let's look. 1-3. Yep. Let's look. Let's look and see real quick. NFL teams starting 1-3. Ever started 0-3. Houston, Texas in 18 did it, but we all know they've never won anything. That's 0-3. 1-3, I don't know. 7 of the 11 teams that started at 1-3 make the playoffs. So interesting. That was 2015 analysis. So yeah, that is very interesting. But we'll see. I have no faith. I'm not gonna lie. I don't see us making the playoffs. I just don't see it as being something that even makes sense to think about right now. Got too many missing pieces. And if we make it to the playoffs, we are definitely not going to do anything with it. One and done. Another Bengals nightmare, if you will. That's what I foresee. But yeah, it is what it is. Look, we're all growing. Even me saying that I'm willing to bring a sign to get this guy fired and out of here. I just can't take it anymore. I mean, you're making costly mistakes. You are being outcoached drastically. The 4th and 4 inside the 20, I'm done. I'm done with 2 minutes left to win the game at home. Or excuse me, tie the game at home. I'm done. That's where you lose me. That's where it's game over. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. It's time to get somebody competent in, man. That's really what it boils down to, Raider Nation. We're somewhat there. Again, I don't think you throw out the baby with the bathwater. All right, you just throw out the bathwater, which is Josh McDaniels, and you drain every drop of it. And you give everything else that's there towels and a complete dry wipe off. You don't want none of that left. You don't want none of that Josh McDaniels left. You don't want none of it. Nope. That's my thoughts. But yeah, we're gonna have to sit through this week. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably go to Austin's high five location for the Raiders location. That's where we roll, where we hang out here in Austin. Rarely do I go because I'm usually at the games. I'll be at most of the away games. Here, I'll be here for most of the away games. Like I said, I don't think I have another one. Maybe I got one more. That's actually a good question. Let me see. I think I got one more away game. Yeah, I'm going to Detroit. Going to Detroit. That I do recall. Obviously, I'm excited about that. Yeah, I'm going to Detroit. Yep, Detroit Giants, Jets. Yeah, I'm going to Detroit. As of right now, I am not going to Kansas City, obviously. And it's because it's on Christmas Day, and I'm not going to the Colts. Again, one of my favorite. Moved down to number 2 as far as my favorite place to go to a game. But yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a tough week. This is gonna be a tough week. It's gonna be a lot of, you know, there's no, we still need time to put it together. I mean, it's literally the first quarter. That's it. You're already through the first quarter. You can't afford another bad quarter, or now you're just completely out of it. So we didn't do well first quarter. We can make some strides second quarter. You know, at least have a chance, right? We know we don't have the pieces, but at least give ourselves a chance. So with that being said, I'm done bashing all I'm going to bash. Hey, maybe I light a fire under McDaniels. I don't know. Look, prove me wrong. Become the Bill Belichick of coaching. Yeah, be the guy that everyone thinks about for the next decade from the Raiders thing that you did, and not Tom Brady. Work that out. Let's see what you can do. You start winning some Super Bowls, trust me, you won't have a problem getting people back. I will double back down, sir. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Raider Nation, T Crump.